Buescher Homestead here. How y'all doing today? It is cold. It's 45 degrees out here and the wind is blowing. So we're gonna build some stairs onto our tiny home. So I want to show you guys some quick, simple tips to doing this fast and making a jig if you don't have one of those squares that you need to make it. It's a fail-safe plan and it works, and you'll get to see the whole entire build right now. So what we did is I got a 2x10 right here. So 2x10 by, I think this is 8. Yeah, it's 2x10 by 8 that I got here that we're gonna make our treads out of. Now, the biggest problem is figuring out how to cut your treads and how you're gonna do it to where it works for you. Well, I'm gonna give you a little insight on how this will work and how you can do this with just simply having square. Gotta have that. Tape measure. Gonna need to have this. And of course, the one and only pencil. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this, which is actually really, really cool, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure out this, and I'm gonna show you step by step here on how to do this. If you have any questions or comments down below, just ask. I'll reply back and tell you guys, what you need to do an adjustment. But remember, it's always 7.5 by 10. 7.5 by 10 is a comfortable stairway that you can get away with just about any inspection you're gonna have on your home. You can do it right here on your homestead. I'm doing it. I get to show you guys some tips and tricks. I've already done some steps of it, so that way we can kind of blow through it pretty quick, so you're not sitting there going, okay, come on, get on with it. Okay, so I'll get to the point, all right? So let's go. So this is a pretty easy way to make a jig, guys, and here's how we're gonna do it, okay? So we know that one part of the tread's gotta be 7.5, all right? So we're gonna measure that 7.5 off of this. Now you can use either or. You can use the 10 or you can use a 2x8, doesn't matter, it'll all work the same. All right, biggest thing you wanna remember is make sure that it's square. Make sure that's square. If it's not square, you're gonna need to cut it square so you have something to start off with, that start off point. All right, so we know that's 7.5 right there. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna measure 10, which would be right here. So 7 right here, 10. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, we're gonna run this to that 7.5 mark. All right, and you're gonna cut that across. You're gonna take that piece off. That piece is gonna look like this. Then you're gonna take this and you're gonna attach it to a piece of scrap 2x4 like this. Pretty simple, ain't it? Then you're gonna take and you're gonna mark your stairs. All right, so you're gonna start from probably about, I measured this off, so you probably wanna leave about this much here. I'll give you a measurement on that real quick so you know. This way you know where to start off. So about 4 inches. So we'll say that's 4 inches, okay? Then you can start drawing your treads. Just go down once like this, and then I'll show you how to get your measurements on how many treads you're gonna need. And this. And then of course that's 1, I only need 2. Then you're gonna take this as your last mark. This will be the start, this will be the end of the step. So we'll take that and we'll run that like that. And there you go, there's your treads. That's how simple it was, right? So this is the bottom, this will be the top. You step up, and you're inside. It's that simple, very quick, very simple. Now, to figure out how many treads you're gonna need, that's the question, all right? All right, so what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna go over and you're gonna measure to see what you're gonna need to do your tread. It's pretty simple. Now, this will tell you exactly how many treads you're gonna need. So remember, you want a 1/2 inch lip on it. So you're gonna minus a 1/2 inch off of this. All right, so we're gonna say that's at 18. So we'll go to 17.5. That'll give us our lip for our step up right here. So you take that, and you find the closest that you can find. So we're gonna go to the calculator here. All right, you're gonna put 17, all right, divided by, and I'm thinking I'll need 2 steps. and then hit equals 8.5. That's a little over what you'd actually need, but with the way it sits, I'm going to go with that. Now, it can be anywhere from 7 to 8 should be your standard if you're going to have it inspected. So just remember, you can always, you know, say, let's do this one real quick. So 54 divided by, say, 7 steps. 7.71. You can get away with that easy enough. So that's what you want to do. You want to cut your stringer out for 7 steps. And that's how easy it is. Now I'll go over and I'm going to show you guys the stringer. So I've made a template already. And this template's going to be flipped over like this. And you can do it either way. You can do it this way or the other way, whichever you prefer. Make sure the back's straight. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to draw out the pattern for it. Now this was off of another project that we tore apart. And I don't throw anything away, I use everything. Okay. There's my stringers already cut out. Now don't forget, the bottom stringer, I take 1.5 inches off of this when I'm ready for it. So it would actually be bigger, but seeing how I did this, it's 1.5 inches off already. So that makes up for the board that you're going to put on there. Basically, we'll show you similar to this of what it'll look like. That's when you go to put one of these on there. That gives you your 1.5 inches. Your 1.5 inches. So you get to see what it looks like when it comes up. And that's what it'll look like. It'll have a little bit of an overhang. So just remember, the 10's always the bottom, and the 7 to 8, depending on what you want your step up to be. It should be 7.5. So that's code, what they say. That's a comfortable step up as you're coming in. So we've already got this one doing, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this and show you. Now these can be used for outside, inside, whatever you want to use them for. Now we're going to cut this last one. Alright guys, so I got my stringers cut. I needed 3 stringers. Here are my stringers. They're all set up and ready. And these are all ready for my steps to be put in. So now what we have to do is we're going to have to measure the width of the stairs that we're going to be installing. I need 3 stringers for the one I'm doing because it's kind of a pretty wide width. So we're going to do that right now, and you guys will get to see that. Alright guys, so we're here. We're going to measure the width. Now this, I'm going to be taking this out to put the stairway in. This right here will be gone. So let's go ahead and take a measurement from inside to inside. 41 inches. So each one of those treads will be 41 inches. How many treads do I need? I need 3 at 41. Let's hope I got enough wood to do the 3 by 41. If not, I'm going to be in the pooper. Alright guys, my knees weren't so bad from being in a restaurant business my whole life. I'd probably just kneel down, but I'll be worried I couldn't get back up. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my back plate, which will be right here. And we go the other route. Pre-start screws. So I'm going to pre-start one. Pre-start another one. Right here. That's just to hold it in place right now, because I want to see where my tread's going to drop. I may have to go down quite a little bit. I got everything pretty much set up to within a reach. Yeah, it needs to go down just a hair more, because that's kind of a trip hazard, and we don't want that. So we're going to lower it just a little bit more. Go. Put this on here. There we go. That will work. Okay. We're going to grab our level. Put our level on it. Right there it says it's level. So we know that first tread will work perfectly. So that's our first tread. We got that now. Put some more screws in it. Man, it's cold. Oh. And windy. I'm glad I'm on this side of the house. Man, them trees are moving. Yeah, I wish my knees weren't as bad as they are. From being on that hard tile floor. Alright. So we'll take one of our stringers right here. We'll put it up to there. We're going to see how much we got to go down. We got to go down quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and get the shovel. guys. So I got the stairs assembled now. Pretty simple. I mean, you can figure it out. You didn't need to go through it to see all that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a plate back here to stop me from kicking underneath. But I'll put some stuff underneath. There's your stairs. Set of stairs for the house. Woo woo! So I'm going to go ahead and scoop up some of this gravel, get that put there, take that piece out, and we're done.